so we're currently working on the basement, So the plan is for us to rent the house out. And so we are trying to get everything together. So the next time we come here, everything will be done. It ain't gonna be nothing fancy schmancy because we're trying to get up out of here, okay? What I will say is the plan is for me to rent this house out and to go look for another house, clearly. And so right now I am getting the basement done. It is not going to be anything extravagant. I'm just doing it to the simplest form as possible. So that way downstairs can have 2 additional bedrooms with the kitchen. That way the entire house, yeah, right? Here is the current update of the basement. So this room here has a window. So this will be a bedroom. And then here's a closet, which is pretty big. So when someone comes in here, they're going to have a pretty big closet. I thought that was really necessary. And I think while doing this, what I took into consideration is like my cousin. She has 3 girls and 2 of them share a room. So I'm like, even if like you put 2 twin beds in here and the girls had to share a closet, they would be able to share this closet. See how big it is? And then we did have to add a second breaker box because there's a kitchen going down here. And so this was done. And then this is the entry. Again, considering if you go out of town, if you travel, if you're having a get-together. So I really tried to use the space as much as possible. This right here is new. This is old. Okay, I didn't change any of the load-bearing walls. I did a fireplace. This is the living room. This is our boxes. We have to move this out in order for us to get to the next step, which is drywall and mud, okay? And this area right here will be the kitchen. So you can see now it's going to go. Sorry, I'm going to change the alarms, y'all. I apologize. I'm going to try my best to not have y'all hear that thing, okay? But it goes around and then this way here. So again, take into consideration my cousin who has 3 kids. If she was down here, this would still be a pretty substantial space. And that's really what I based it on. If somebody had 3 kids or 2 kids, it's going to be a 2-bedroom. That way they could split it and still have a pretty good space, okay? And this is the bathroom. I did not put a tub in here. All I did was put a shower. The really great thing about this is it's a really big shower. This was the most cost-effective way that I could do this. And so all of this got done. Let me see. That's the kitchen. That's the toilet. That's the sink. I have to do one more change with the framing. My guy came. Electrical was done. All this was done. So the basement, the upstairs will be getting rented out. And then this right here is a pantry. Let me just tell you, it's not that far from the kitchen, just to kind of show you. That's the pantry. This is the kitchen. So I think I did really good. I think I did really good. I think I did really, really good. But all of this has to be moved out. Here's the tile for the backsplash. All of this stuff came from a liquidator place. The next thing that I want to add is I left the doors pretty wide open and created a larger opening in the hallways to allow it to be wheelchair accessible. I just wanted to share that. That's something to consider also. I also got flooring, stove, everything was heavily discounted. I went to this liquidator place in Dallas, Georgia. I found it on Instagram. Somebody posted it. So I was able to go out there and kind of keep the cost down for the basement. I have to change clearly you hear it beeping, the fire. I'm going to change that. And then there's going to be a small AC unit that's going to be added right here on the top. When it's done, I'm going to come back so y'all can see it. I have all the light fixtures already. The only thing that's left right now is we need to take all of this stuff and put it in storage or put it somewhere because we have not found a house yet. What I would like to do is while I'm still living here to get it situated and done. And so I'm really, really happy how this actually has to get moved back because there's no way to get that. So I'm going to have my guy come back. He needs to move this closet just a little bit further back because this is wrong. I'm going to try to see. It's so close to the framing that I can't access the bathroom. But anyway, let's go upstairs. Let me get the square footage for y'all. Okay, it's really simple, basic stuff. As long as it's user friendly, I can tell you now, it's gonna be better than some of the basements that I saw. We've been looking for a house, and so I'm really happy. I'm excited to show you guys the end result of this. House is currently looking like. It's a bittersweet situation, honestly, but at the same time, I don't regret anything. I absolutely love this house, and everyone who has come into this house has absolutely loved it. It's time for me to take the florals out, but this was such a good upgrade. Sometimes when I'm working, I don't always get to do what I want to do, but in my own house, I get to take my time. And so not only is this getting done in the basement, but we're also having to get the steps done. I'm gonna finish up the paint and get things done. This is why I really haven't been on my channel. I've just been trying to figure out how I'm gonna get stuff situated and get things done. But I'm really excited because guess what? With new things comes new things, So I'm excited.
Yeah. You killed me. I was cleaning the back glass because these damn bugs put droplets on this bitch.
What bugs? Flies?
Yeah.
I don't know why the zapper's not working.
It is working.
Okay. Look.
What?
Stand right there.
Right where?
Right here.
Uh-huh.
So I just gave a little small tour of the basement.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what are because I know you're about to go to work. I'm going to tell y'all the must-haves that we need in our house.
The must-haves we need in our house. Mostly pouring.
Mostly what? Oh, I thought you said mostly pouring out, but it's most important.
Yeah, mostly
I didn't hear you. No, I didn't hear you.
I have this thing in my ear.
No, I didn't hear you. It was me. It wasn't you.
We wanted something different from this house and the other houses we done had. For me, here and there, it had to be the airport. Less traffic because you know Atlanta. Large windows. Yeah.
The windows is really his thing. I don't care.
I like the windows.
Yeah, it's your thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened. He's on social media. This was way before we even dated or whatever. Because that was one of the things that you first told me. I think I don't want to get this wrong. Dana. I don't know if you guys know her on Instagram. He loves her windows. He's like, if we could find a house with those windows, I want those windows. So even when we were looking for this house, he wanted the windows. But I'm like, that's not really a easy find all the time. So just to give y'all a little bit of an update, because the videos are going to start coming out. So maybe then I could give you guys a little bit of context. the first house that we went under contract with, he never seen it. He has entrusted me to find this house, which I really feel like it's a lot of pressure.
No, it's not.
Oh.
You're just doing you.
So
just go for what you like. You know I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, so I found the house. I did like it, but the kids' room was small. Everything else was perfect, but the kids' rooms were small. The kids' rooms were so small that they wouldn't be able to have 2 nightstands because the way they catty cornered the wall to the closet, it was just a really bad situation. The way the design was. But the upstairs landing was good. The kitchen was good. The living was good. The backyard was good. The front yard was good. The neighborhood was good. The cul-de-sac, like, it was good. But the kids' rooms were smaller. Yes. So we would be getting rid of furniture. So we essentially got out of that contract. Okay? Before we leave track, pause. I'm gonna pause right here real quick because I want to stay on topic of the basement real quick, and when he comes back, we can discuss this thing. The basement is 1,400 square feet, and I feel like we are truly, truly blessed. One of the things that, what is that?
Something for you.
What is it? Let me see. So,
you won't see it?
Yesterday he came home and he said, "Babe, do you realize how blessed we are to be able to do the things that we do?"
What you got?
The projector.
Okay.
These are the sunglasses. Not the sunglasses, the 4D.
Oh, so the package
and I said, yeah, I do feel like we're blessed, but I also feel like faith without work is dead. And so clearly I'm on social media, so the things that I may seem a little outlandish or like, I don't know, or whatever. Or like my daddy said, girl, you so crazy. But we're on a mission. You know, I would be lying to you if I was like, yeah, we can go buy a house for $1 million, or yeah, we can go and do this. It's not really, look, the 3D.
Put them on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The kids are good. I asked for 6, nice. By the way. This is the thing, and I really hope y'all understand this when I say this. It's only been 5 years since like I came out of my situation. And I want y'all to understand, like, I didn't have a job. I wasn't working. I wasn't really doing, let me start over. It's only been 5 years since I've been out of my situation. And I want to make it very clear when I say this. I wasn't working. And in that situation, that person was pretty much my retirement. And so even in me getting into my new relationship, I had to really sit down and have a conversation. Like, listen, this is the situation. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what needs to happen. And this is what needs to do. And he was like, cool. So in us purchasing these homes, it allowed us to, 1, have leverage in the market. Number 2, in selling the home, we're able to move into much nicer neighborhoods, build up more equity, and at some point have a really good retirement is the goal. Like, maybe because I come on here, like, there's forgetfulness that's going on, but I don't forget. Like, I am still very much living my real life, and there are real conversations going on. And to go from not working like at all, and everything financially was tied to someone else, to now I'm working, I'm trying to manage the money that I'm making, and now I'm in a relationship with somebody else, and now we're trying to figure this thing out. This is real life. Y'all be worried about the picturesque of it all, and I be worrying about the technicalities, the business side of everything. And so I'm not moving without favor, and I'm definitely not moving without purpose. And so, as I said prior, we have someone that's going to be renting this house out. So we're just going to be able to pull some money out of here and manage what we need to manage. What we're trying to do is make sure that we're set up in a point to where this house that we're going into next is going to give us a good stipend for a retirement. Okay. With that being said, there are certain things that I am looking for. There are certain things that I'm not going to settle for. There are certain things that the house has to have. And this time around, Location is very important. I don't want to move again. I am exhausted, but I needed to be exhausted in order to get to this season of life. And I really, 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 really hope that if you are a woman and you are watching me, that you block out the noise and you take heed to what I am actually doing, which is trying and attempting to create some level of financial freedom. I don't talk about it enough, but maybe I need to. It is not easy to go from not working at all and then trying to rebuild. I do it gracefully. I do it and I don't complain about it, but please understand, it is not easy. But I'm managing it and I'm doing it, and I know that God is by my side and it's going to work out and things are going to pan out, and I'm just going to be extremely positive with the things that are going on. Okay. I need you to close your legs. Basket, you get a lot. You giving a lot of thigh. Move over just a little bit more. It's a lot of them ladies already say, baby, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but that man got some legs on him.
I'm sorry.
So please, they're gonna say, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that little thigh meat looking real. Okay, so where I stopped at was pretty much the needs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the bedroom on the main is definitely a must.
It's a necessity.
Yeah, and
yeah, we need that.
Because yes, we're thinking about your mom and dad, but even your sister, when she came in, she did not want to go upstairs.
Her knees bad.
So the thing is, his family, they're a little bit older, and so with that, he's the baby.
Baby.
Yeah, his mommy had him when she was
45,
so he is the baby. All his siblings are like 60, 50, so they don't want to go up no stairs. So we need the bedroom on the main 100%. They don't come all the time, but if they do come, I would just like to be able to accommodate them. And I know it may not make any sense, but even for us, after a long day's work, we sleep downstairs. Sometimes we don't even make it up to the bedroom. And so I think that's something to consider also. We take naps downstairs. So even though guests may not be in the room all the time, we're definitely in there. And during his busy season of working, he has 2 friends that will come to Atlanta to help him run his Atlanta office. And they stay here because they're essentially assisting us in growing. And so that is imperative. Second thing is, this time around, we're looking to have a little bit more privacy. We're looking to have a little bit more lands. Nothing crazy, just a little bit, so that way we can, like, whatever. I want to get into my season of planting florals and vegetables and stuff like that.
I want a lemon tree.
He wants a lemon tree. I want a lemon tree too.
You want to do a couple of them?
Yeah, because I want to just smell real good in the backyard.
All right.
4 is good. 4. And if we could do an apple tree.
Hey.
Definitely room for the kids. And I know y'all like, the kids are gonna leave the house. I don't know if these kids gonna leave the house. Y'all don't talk about y'all kids, but let me talk about mine, okay? These kids, they not built for this world. They know how to do this. They don't know how to do this. They know how to do this. So I just feel like, yeah, they might leave, but at some point, like, cool. To the point where, because I'm also doing family planning with my ex, to the point where my ex is like, I'm going to set the basement up so that way Aiden can have a place, and even if Tristan wants to come, like, they'll have the basement. So, like, we're not thinking these kids are going to go away. It's truly expensive even now to live, and these kids talking about them with Maseratis and Aston Martin. I'm thinking to myself, where?
How?
How? You know, like, life is not really going to go as smooth as they're thinking. And we do have things set up to be able to assist them. But I don't know. They might come to the point to say, you know what, we don't want to live on our own. And so currently, I feel like we need to have enough bedrooms for all the kids. And currently, between the both of us, there are 4 kids. And so I think we need at least 3 bedrooms. So that way, maybe not necessarily all of them living there at the same time, but at some point there'll be 3 bedrooms. So that way people can be comfortable. And that's just how I'm gonna work it. Because when I met him and we were looking for a place, his son was not living with him. And I said, we should still find a room. And he was like, man, I ain't never gonna get him. I ain't never gonna get him. And what happened?
We got him.
We got him.
We got him.
We got him. And he lived with us. And so I think to operate in a space where you don't have kids and you have kids, to me, is crazy. So I'm going to always operate as if they're going to be living with us. That's just what I'm going to do. And especially when you're talking about buying a house and you know you're not going to move again, you have to have room to expand. And so having a property that we can expand is good too. Those are my wants. The window is cool, but I'm thinking about long term.
Well, we need the space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The space.
I need a shorter drive to the airport and to my office.
Mm-hmm.
So those 2 things are very, very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to come home and it looks just like this or something we had before. I wanted something different. You good.
That was the reason why we got out the first contract. Then we got into a second contract. The second contract, I really loved the house. Like, I really loved the house. I felt like we put a really good offer on the house. And I liked the house. And we were under contract for the house. I was the only person that saw the house. He never saw the house. Now, my realtor went to go see the house. He went without me. And he called me and he said, Nadia, I never do this, but I don't think that you should buy this house. And I said, why? And he said, I think you're attempting to make it work. And at the price point, you should not be attempting to make anything work. I'm looking at the house. It does not have a bedroom on the main. And there's no place for you to even create a bedroom on the main. And I said, well, we was going to do cement to kind of walk to the back of the house in order, like if his family was to come visit, but then they would still have to come up the stairs. And so he was just like, I wouldn't do it. Because granted, a basement is great, but a basement is still going to require that when someone's in the house, they're going to at least come up and down them stairs at least 3 times per day. So currently we have not found a house, but we're going to keep on looking. But in the meantime, I'm going to pack the house. I'll be sharing that with you guys. I'll be sharing the basement beginning to end because right now it just looks really, really good. All the electrical, the plumbing and everything has been done. A grinder has been added into the pump. It's a pump with a grinder in the basement. We've already felt the effects of it because the water used to be piping hot. It's still hot, but it used to be hot. Now it takes a little minute for it to get hot. So I'm like, ugh. But we want a basement. But if the house does not have a basement, we want it to be big enough to be able to support. And this one over here, he's a little bit of an entertainer. So he said we're not going to have company, but I don't believe it. So I still feel like the house needs to be able to have company. The company is really his family. His sister moved here. His niece is here. And then your other sister's coming here.
Yeah.
So I think at some point, my family's already here and they come over anyway. But I think at some point, both of our family will be coming over. And so we just want to make sure that we get a good buy this time. We're not in a rush. No one's rushing us to leave this house. The person who's going to be renting this house is giving us time to like find a place so that way she can come here, which is really great. I just feel like everything is happening right on time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You want to add something?
Nah, you did a good job. Like pretty much broke everything down. We're just being patient about the process and looking forward to the move, all parts of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not excited.
You're not excited.
Move.
Don't lie. He's not excited.
I'm
gonna tell you when he gets excited. When we've moved, everything is in its place, and we're done. Then he's like, "Babe, this looks so good." And then he gets really happy. But during the process, he's very dry. Let me tell y'all, when we bought this house, we took a picture with we closed sign. And he was like, I said, why are you not smiling? You don't want to do this? He was like, yes. I'm like, so why are you looking like that?
Because the work really just got started.
And I was like, still smile. He was like, I don't want to smile. And then when we moved, the renovation happened, everything was in place. I'm now done. I'm dry. I'm like, and he's like, hey, I'm like, I don't want to talk about it now. I'm tired.
But now I'm happy because the work is done. We're done moving. We're done packing. We're done renovation. We're done spending the money, running up and down, like being tired, and now we actually chilling in it. So now I'm happy.
But I'm happy in the process. I'm happy looking. I'm happy when we find it. I'm happy moving. And he's very like,
let's get it done.
Come on, chop, chop. And then when everything is done, I'm like, I am beat. And he's like, babe. I'm like, oh, no. My energy's on 2, please. So he's not excited. He's excited after the fact.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, you guys. I'll be back. Give you guys another update because Keto is on top of looking. We're on top of looking. Even my friend, she's been sending me some listings also. So we're looking. We're looking.
We're on top of it.
Yeah, we're on top of it. And so that's pretty much the update. All right. I'm going to start trying to release some of the content so you'll see it. I don't know what the order and how they're going to be dropping is going to come out. I do apologize for giving y'all cooking videos back to back to back to back to back.
It was good food though. It was very good food.
But we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. We were having conversations and we were really like praying over stuff, trying to figure stuff out. And then boom, like things happen. And so I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, I'm excited. But anyway, hope you guys have an amazing day. And I will see y'all on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Bye.